V8 Supercar star. David Reynolds is in studio. Welcome to the run home, mate.
G'day, boys. How's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Going good. Geez, you've got some sponsors on that shirt.
Do I? Probably not enough.
No.
Who pays the most money?
Who pays tradie? The bigger ones
Gotcha.
pay the most
funny
money.
that.
Yeah. That's
Mate,
how it works.
You're getting excited for Bathurst?
Mate, very excited. Always the best time of year for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bathurst is like the Melbourne Cup. It's the biggest race for us. And, yeah, it kind of means the most to our sport.
So, how do you train for it? Like, how do you train for Bathurst?
Well, you don't really train for it. I suppose our championship sort of starts in February, and if you're not going that good in the whole championship, you kind of focus all your efforts on Bathurst.
Gotcha.
So, you know, my championship campaign's been pretty average, so I'm kind of hoping that we put all our eggs in the Bathurst basket and we win that. And no matter if you come 20th in the championship, but if you win Bathurst, it's been the best year of your life.
Yeah.
It's that sort of race.
What you won at 17?
17, yeah.
What was that race like, and what do you remember of
What
the celebrations and the feeling that you had for it's such an iconic race?
Yeah, it's unreal. Like, I always, like, as a kid, dreamed to win that race. Like, that's the race you sit with your dad and watch as a kid, and then, you know, having the chance to race that, the actual track itself. The track itself is ridiculous. Like, it's so fast, scary, like, margin for error is 0, and, like, it's so steep and so undulated, and there's blind corners. You approach at 220 k's an hour, so you don't really know. You sort of have a guess of line of sight and everything, but you don't really know where the corner's going. You do over time, but it's just you still have that margin of error, I suppose. It's one of the best places you could ever dream of racing, and then actually going and competing and winning the race is something else. Like, you don't realise how much just that race means to our, you know, wider fraternity of motor racing until you actually win the race. I didn't know how many people would watch that race until you win it.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Like,
is it known overseas?
Absolutely, yeah. Or like, the Europeans talk about racing Bathurst. You know, the Americans talk about racing Bathurst. You know, they want to come and compete with us just to drive the track and do our, you know, standalone Bathurst event. Like, it would be awesome if they could allow, you know, up to 50 cars and all these other, you know, entrants in. But, you know, we only have 25 or 26 or 27. So,
and are you aware of just how loose everyone is around the track? The spectators.
Oh, yeah.
There's
we've got an idea.
Yeah. It's got a
we
reputation.
get told stories. Yeah, we get told stories. Obviously, it's tamed down over time, but, you know, through the 70s and 80s, there was, mate, people dying, cars getting burnt to the ground.
There
was
the
like,
Bathurst riots were
yeah,
famous,
it was cool, isn't it? Yeah, well, depends on what side of the fence you're on, but yeah, I wish I sort of grew up in those times. It's, you know, a really family event. I think that, like, that hooliganism still happens, but obviously not to the extent it did back in the day.
Was it always going to be car racing for you? Like, as a kid, you mentioned your old man there. Was he
yeah, surprisingly not. Like, well, my dad was a dentist, so.
Is it Rob?
No.
Can't show his face on TV.
It's a Colgate ad, isn't it? Yeah. Not many people get that. I still say that, but no one gets it. But yeah, I started out go-karts in 91, and then I actually retired in 94 and started playing tennis, and tennis was going to be my thing. And then I played tennis 5 days a week, before school, after school, and I was about 11 years old or 12 years old at the time, and my coach said, okay, you're ready to go on the junior tour, but you're going to play 16-year-olds, and you're going to lose for a couple of years until you get physically strong enough to beat them. And I didn't like the sound of losing, so I quit pretty much on the spot and started racing go-karts again.
So, hang on, but why couldn't you play against 12-year-olds or your own age?
Well, because the junior tour, like, goes up from anywhere from, say, if you're 10, you play 16-year-olds. It's like a...
and you didn't want to wait?
I didn't want to lose. Like a stupid 11, 12-year-old kid has, you know, a feeble brain. I didn't really understand the process and the steps to get to, you know, being a good player.
Gotcha.
And I've that's a long, long time ago. So,
so what's the progression from that to being a V8 supercar driver?
Then I started go-karts again, started doing well in go-karts, and then did a category called Formula Ford. So it's like a junior Formula 1 category. So I won the championship, the Formula Ford Championship in 2004. And then after that, you know, you sort of look to go overseas and do European Formula 3 or British Formula 3. But it was going to cost us £600,000 a year. So we sort of didn't have that money to lying around to waste on motor racing. So we stayed in Australia. And then I did a Carrera Cup after that. And I won that in 2007. And then the Supercars was the next sort of journey.
You know when you talk about doing 220 into a blind corner?
Yeah.
Is there any times you go, holy shit, I am going really, really quick?
Not
do you ever
really,
go, this is too fast?
Unless something goes wrong, and then the fence comes up a lot faster than you think.
Gotcha.
You do have time to swear, and then you're in the fence. But normally I always relate it to driving down the freeway. Like everyone's kind of doing 100, 102, 103, and that's pretty much the same as our pack. Everyone's doing a similar pace. So
right.
it's all relative, I suppose.
Have you got your points still, like your demerit points?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you, but
I've maxed them out before. Yeah. I did the 1 point for 1 year.
Oh,
trick.
I've done that.
Oh,
That slows you down.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
do
it did
you-
me.
I'm pretty good on the road. Like I'm.
but what does is there a force of habit? Like if you just sort of
If I'm late or
well, no, not that. You just sort of lose
touch and just go.
Yeah,
flat.
you just go right.
No, not really.
No,
No.
not really. You're always
Not really. I'm pretty good on the road. I just ran out of points that year, and you just get unlucky from time to time. You might be a couple of Ks over, and really, nothing
Would
much.
you get 14 points? Because I know professional drivers, i.e., like cab drivers and Uber drivers,
They get 14.
they
Do
get
they
14.
really?
Is that true?
That's true.
Really?
Or couriers. I'm pretty sure they get 14. If you're a professional driver, that's your occupation.
shit.
Well, that's what you are. You're a professional driver.
Yeah, but not on the road.
No, I know.
Do you get
no.
road rage?
Not really.
Oh,
No,
I do.
I'm actually really good.
Come and live near King's Cross. You'll get road rage.
Funny you say that. I actually started like an anti-road rage campaign because I was sick of getting abused.
You
Oh,
were.
really?
Yeah.
What? People on fans.
Well, no, just people like cutting you off and acting like complete
okay.
morons on the
Yeah.
road. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like I just don't have that part of my brain where people leave their house, they're late or whatever, and they just take it out on other motorists. I never understood that.
Well, you should try it. It's very cathartic.
Tell me this.
But you only notice this when you go, like, say if you go to Italy or somewhere where they're doing 190 kilometres an hour and everyone's super calm, like they're all real respectful and that. In Australia, we're not like that at all. Like
No. And it's one of my bugbears when they don't wave to you when you let them in.
I know.
Same, eh?
Same.
Or like if you had to like go down a one-way street or whatever and you got to let someone pass, they just cruise past and they don't even
And they don't
say
acknowledge
thank
it.
you. Yeah,
Exactly.
Just raise the finger. That's all we ask.
What suburb do you live in?
I live in Bentley East in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. So are they bad down there as well?
Sometimes, yeah,
Right.
they're okay.
Now, you told us an interesting fact. You were related to one of our Dally M medalists.
Yes,
In Jackie Whiten.
Jack, yep, he's my my brother-in-law technically.
Okay. Well, hang on. Technically,
Well, like so he's married to Manisha,
yeah.
which is my girlfriend's sister.
Oh, you're not
I'm
married
not married yet, but we've got kids and we might as well be.
Okay.
She can still take all my stuff if she leaves, so doesn't really matter, does it?
Can't take half a car.
No.
No, it's not my car anyway.
What's a supercar worth
Worth to make?
to make?
So sort of it depends on who you talk to, but anywhere from sort of $800,000 to $900,000 they talk about.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of carbon parts and a lot of specialty parts made. So,
Now,
they're expensive.
Do you know your stats? If I gave you a little bit of a pop quiz, if I
Okay,
said
this is
to
gonna be
you,
funny.
you've had 480 race starts.
480, wow,
How
that's
many
a lot.
How many wins you got?
Like 6 or 7.
8.
8? Oh, that's not too bad.
How many podiums?
Oh, I'd like to say 30.
44.
Oh, that's a lot better than I thought.
Yeah. How many top 10 finishes you got?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 100.
220.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
You're very good. How many nightclubs you been kicked out of?
One actually.
How many
yeah.
podiums have you been on in nightclubs?
That's 4. That's 4. So you're going to launch Bathurst. Is this part of your new shtick? Is it?
No. So we're doing the launch of Bathurst tonight. So there's all us
all the
drivers.
drivers
Yeah, all the
going.
drivers up here. Not all of them. There's probably at least
Yeah.
half the field here. So
Yeah.
we're just like people in the background. We just stand where people are doing speeches.
Oh,
We're like,
okay. You're
we're being we replace grid girls. You know how they got rid of grid girls?
All right. Did
We're
they?
the grid girls now. We just stand in the background and look pretty.
How woke.
Why do they get rid of it? They haven't got rid of the ring girls in boxing, I've noticed.
I know, but that's quite a cool sport.
I
still.
noticed the NRLW had female cheerleaders the other day.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, they should have. Who's them?
They should have
Who's them?
male ones.
Who, other than yourself, who, if we like to dabble, have a just a friendly bet between friends.
Yeah.
Who is the favourites?
Who is the favourites? It's a good question. Obviously, the Red Bull cars are very, very fast. Always are. As long as I've been part of this championship, they always end up 1 and 2 in the championship, or 1 and 3, or whatever they might be. So they're always quite fast. Who's on form? Like Brock's obviously on form. Who else might be good? Probably the reigning winners, even though they're driving for a different team, Brody and Todd Hazelwood. Who else might be good? Don't know. Hopefully us. Hopefully myself and Lee Holdsworth. I'm doing it with a mate of mine, Lee Holdsworth. He was my teammate in 2022.
Yep.
And he won Bathurst in 21. So yeah.
So you're in the car together, or you just
No,
swap?
so we swapped.
Yeah.
So obviously it's 1,000 Ks. It's probably too long for myself
in
to
the
do
car
this.
together.
No, but there's
What do you
co-drivers in
think? What do
certain.
you-
There's
Yeah, like
co-drivers.
rally car
rally
driving.
cars
What do you?
have- Rally car
but there
drivers
are
have co-drivers.
Yeah,
but-
there's co-drivers.
So we
Yeah, but-
we share the car of the day. So because it's like 1,000 Ks, it's probably 6-7
pooling.
hours.
Take left, turn
carpooling.
left here.
Carpooling.
Yeah. Did you start? But didn't you start off as a co-driver?
So yeah, majority of people start off as a co-driver.
Yeah.
I started in like 2007, and my very first weekend, I rock up, massive mountain, driving it was a PWR Holden at the time. I was with Cam McConville. Do you remember this guy, Cam McConville? No.
Yeah.
Rings a bell, yeah.
Rings a bell. And our engine expired on the warm-up lap, like blew itself to
Oh,
pieces. So I
nice.
didn't even get a go. But it still marked me down as starting because I, technically took the formation lap.
Right.
Can we get
And
to the
then the
most?
engine blew up.
Sorry. You played in that AFL Legends game.
I did.
Are you the one who bashed up Husey?
No, so I didn't do that one.
'Cause
I did.
Oh, different game.
We did. So Tradie and Blue Star have their own
Rebel.
corporate.
Oh, Rebel AFL Legends.
Yeah, like a corporate legends game. So they did it a few weeks ago. Yeah, it was. Mate, I've never, honestly, not really into football. Never been to a game. Never played the game. And man, had the best time of my life. Like
Really?
fun, awesome
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
This is from Canara Cowboy. He said, "Do you still cop flack for your their pads have wings Bathurst comments?"
Yeah. Not
What happened there?
yeah.
Come on.
I don't know what to say.
This is a safe space.
I don't think it's a safe space. This is what got me in trouble.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
no.
What
can
were you
trust
alluding
us.
to? What were you alluding
Oh,
to?
so there was like an all-female car.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And
Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought
Alright.
it was something. Probably should have done a bit of
Oh,
research.
And I made a funny joke about
Gotcha.
it.
Oh, right.
Whatever.
I
Gotcha.
see. Good.
What about?
Okay, I feel like
what
Bob Catter.
What about?
Bob Catter.
How many female drivers are there?
None currently. No.
There was that young
Gracie.
Well, yes, she was sort of part of it. She did some of the junior categories trying to make it into Supercars.
Couldn't get there.
Not really, no. And then there was Simona Di Silvestro, who's actually a well-credentialed driver,
Yeah.
and she did our championship for a couple of years, and she did okay, but she didn't win a race or anything. But the problem is, there's just not, the talent pool isn't big enough.
Right.
You
And
know,
it's quite expensive, isn't it?
As a kid, there was, say, 100 boys and maybe 2 girls. So, you're trying to pick from a
Gotcha.
smaller talent pool that's,
Right.
if there was 100 girls, maybe it might be 50-50. I don't know. I've never been in that scenario. I've never been in that alternate universe.
What about going to like America?
With
Are you interested in doing any of that NASCAR?
not
stuff?
really. Like, obviously they pay a lot more,
Yeah.
so that interests me a bit. But it's a bit of a different game to us. It's like telling an AFL player, "Can you play NRL?"
Really?
It's on
really?
So
a,
you're not interested in what Piastri's doing?
Oh, I'd love to do that. That was my goal as a kid to do Formula One, but the amount of money it takes to get to there is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's,
wow.
5, 6, 7, 8 million euros to sort of get to that program and get to F1.
So who's
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so in the motor racing, it's kind of like you got to pay your way at the start until you get good enough to get paid. It's like going to uni and getting a HEX fee or a HEX debt or whatever.
Right,
It's
right.
sort of like that.
So Oscar and Daniel Ricciardo,
Yeah.
would they have to stump up that
Probably,
money themselves,
yeah. I
or,
assume
or
they would.
sponsors?
Sponsors or family money or wherever it comes from, people have to get paid. So obviously the cars are expensive.
Yeah.
People you employ, to work on the car. There's a lot of consumables. Motorsports is an expensive sport.
Right.
Some people get lucky and they might find like a really good sponsor or benefactor or someone that wants to help a talented kid get there.
Yeah.
And then they'll take a clip once they get there.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
I'd say I'm a critical thinker.
Okay. Well, Marnus Labuschagne, he's one of your gang.
Is he?
Yep.
No way.
So you two should just hang out and just get 'cause
Absolutely.
He's big on the deep fake.
The deep fakes on the
Yeah,
internet.
On the
Deep fake.
internet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. A couple of conspiracy theories. Pyramids.
Pyramids. Who made them? Where they come from?
Is it alien life
I have
form?
no idea.
What do you- what do
I
you
haven't
think?
I haven't
Is
looked
the
into
Earth
that
flat?
one. I don't know. I've never seen
You
it.
are the worst conspiracy
Yeah.
theorist
Well,
I've ever heard.
My
You're not very. These aren't conspiracies. These are sort of denials.
My thing is, I don't know.
Critical thinking.
Like, yeah, I'm always like, why? Why is someone telling me that? Why did that happen? How'd that happen?
Well, South beat the Roosters on Friday night.
Is that? But why?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, why exactly?
All right.
I hate them
Right.
both.
During
go.
COVID and
Yep.
all that stuff. Now,
Yep.
I saw something out there about the vaxxers, the vaccines, saying that we've had all these years with certain diseases that took years and years and years to develop vaccines, and all of a sudden, within the space of 6 months, we had these vaccines.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you feel
That was rushed.
that was rushed? And do you feel
Absolutely
what we put in
it
our
was.
bodies, we're going to pay for it later?
Probably, yeah. I'm already paying for it.
Why?
I got something called an atopic heartbeat from it. So it's nothing too bad, but every now and again it
On
feels
the
like
ticker?
yeah. So every now and again it just feels like I'm having a heart attack, and I got that like 2 months after getting.
What? And you're saying there's nothing wrong with that? That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's shit house. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible. So it's not too bad because it's not going to kill me, but it's just like your heart skips a beat every now and again, so it tells your brain something's wrong. So you just think you're having a heart attack. So it's not when I'm exercising, not when. So there's actually nothing like wrong, physically wrong, but something electrically is going on. So
That's
I'll be lying
heckos.
in bed and then I'm like, am I having a heart attack? Do I have to call the ambulance or something? It's a weird scenario.
How can you possibly drive then? Does it ever happen when you're driving?
Well, not when your heart rate's up and
Anyway,
everything's
yeah.
going okay. It's only when the heart rate's low and there must be some sort of variability going on. So
Final question. If you had a sex
Final
robot,
question.
would you share that with your friends?
Hang on,
No?
what's the go? The sex robot? What's going on?
It's
I
the subject he's familiar with.
I saw them. I saw them out there.
you can't talk about this on air, can you?
No, they are. They're coming to.
100% they're
to a
coming.
store
We're going to
near
have to
you.
normalise this conversation somehow.
Yeah, it is. I mean, with that, they've had certain ones from different stores you can get. I mean, robots, AI.
And what would you call it? What would you call her?
Rose.
Oh, Rose, is it?
Yeah, it's always Rose.
Yeah,
I
always.
had a crush on Rose.
Did you?
I had a crush on
Rose
Rose.
Byrne?
Yeah. Hey, hang on, and you do. Hang on. This is a legit question.
It's going to be good.
Now, I've done my research on this one.
God.
This quick one. You're into martial arts, are you?
A little bit, yeah. I done Muay Thai for like 10 years now.
Oh, okay. Have
Yeah.
you been to Thailand?
Yes.
Did you know pot was legal? Now it's not legal.
Yes, I heard about
Yeah, I
that.
know.
So I went there at the start
Heroin's
of the
still
year.
not legal.
I went there at the start of the year. Every second shop was like a hemp shop. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. And now they've all banned it again. So
Question: in the race game, do you get drug tested
We
outside
do.
of competition?
I've never been tested outside of competition,
Yep.
but in competition I have been, yes. And it's always the weirdest time. Like, I don't like peeing in front of people.
No.
So I make my tester like whistle and turn
Oh,
on the
you're a
tap and
horse.
shit. I'm just a terrible.
Once you get your robot, you can do anything.
But how would you play it? Like, it's such an awkward exchange. He has to.
Yeah.
He has
Fletch, have you
to,
done many drug tests?
Heaps.
he
I had
has
to
to
do it.
leave. He has to watch your
Yes.
like piss leave.
gun, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude,
In the old days, you didn't
how
have
do I
to.
go? How do I stack up?
In the old days, you didn't have to do it, but then towards the back end of my career,
They made you,
I just
yeah.
enjoyed it. I said, "Come in here, brother."
Oh,
Did
well.
you really? David
No,
Reynolds,
you
best
didn't. No,
of-
you didn't.
I did. Yeah. He had the cup, just held it there. Yeah, then I watched a certain show. Anyway,
Oh,
David Reynolds,
whoa,
best
whoa.
of luck in
Thanks,
Bathurst, mate.
boys.
Thanks for coming in.
This has been the best interview I've had all day.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick break and we're back with more. Rat and the Bish. Come in, guys. How are we?
What's happening?
Good afternoon. I'm not sure we're talking it's Fletch, but is it Bruce, two hands, Little Dick? You had a little stack of names.
Oh,
Little
Wow,
Dicky.
she's been tuning in.
Thank you, Michelle.
Little Dick.
Yeah.
Now, I got a bit of.
don't believe it. I don't
I'll
believe
go.
it. I don't
I know.
believe it.
Little Dick, I know. Ironic.
So, guys, I don't know if you heard that chat with Davey Reynolds, but
No.
I was
we
asking
didn't.
him. Okay, so I was asking
You missed some
him
radio gold.
about co-drivers.
Yep.
So the main driver only gets the points, and the co-drivers are not full time
No.
because they do compete for the Enduro Cup. That's from the Canara Cowboy, and this one is from the Windsor Warrior. There are a minimum amount of laps the co-driver has to do. It's less than 50%. So there you go for all our petrol heads.
Well,
out there.
Bathurst coming up, is it?
Yes,
Not
it's
too far away.
6 weeks.
Yeah, right. There you go.
it's a week after.
Is it the
the
start?
GF.
It's the start of the season too, isn't it? Or is it the end?
No.
Because they do.
End.
They have a race at the start. They race
Yeah,
Bathurst
yeah.
at the start of the year.
Yep.
So yeah, it's not the start of the season. This is the big. This is the finale, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
getting toward. I think there's a few more rounds after.
Who's
Bathurst.
winning? Who's winning the Supercars? I haven't been following it this year.
It's either Ford or Holden. I think.
Not necessarily.
No, not anymore.
No.
Feeney's winning.
We're showing our
Is
age
he?
with that one.
Feeney, Jamie Feeney.
Jamie
There you
Feeney.
go. Nice.
Jamie Feeney.
Now, guys, we were just chatting before.
Yeah.
Now, be honest. Be honest, and I know the answer to this, Bish, from you. But Rat, where did you have the Raiders finishing?
Oh, out of the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. I've said that to Stick actually, Bruce. Yes, but I said, mate, I was one of the pundits that didn't have you in the top 8 at the start of the year, and probably well and truly in the bottom half of the ladder. But you got these young kids. They just believe in themselves, and Rick's he's pumped them up and got them ready, and he's put the heat on them, and they go out on the field every week, and they just continue to impress. Ethan Strange just gets better and better every week.
Yeah,
for mine.
He can take it here too.
He just got up and kept running.
What
amazing.
I've actually said this, and I've seen the interview with Stick when he went down, and he said he only had to have a look at the video for a couple of seconds. As a kid, Ethan was just an average player, but a really good kid, but an average player. But what that kid has been able to do is absolutely amazing. He deserves all the accolades. And just quietly, Jed Stewart on that as well.
Oh, yeah, he's been very good.
Really come along.
Tough call for Stick putting him in there too.
Yeah,
and then he's gone in there and he's done a great job for him.
Yeah.
I tell you what, would you
Can
agree?
they win it though? Do they win it?
Yes.
I think they
Yes.
can win it for sure.
I think
They've got a little. I saw someone talk about it the other day, and it's bang on. They've got a real flavour of that 2003 Penrith side that everybody thought they'll lose.
I'm with you. Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
lose.
yeah.
They'll lose. They
Well,
just
you know
kept
what?
winning.
And he's being honest. Last year, I had a little bit of sort of belief midway through, going, God, Stick's really get these young kids. They've just got nothing to lose. They believe in themselves, and we saw how it all ended. So this year, I started off going, yeah, okay. I'm shocked that they've been as consistent, especially with their start, having so many away games, all that sort of stuff. They've had a lot against them, but I will say this, we were talking about this off air, I will say, weren't the buys awfully timing?
Perfect for them.
Perfect for them.
Yeah. They got through the first part of the season, 3 buys back into the season, fresh, firing, ready to go.
There you go.
Hey, Rat.
Yep.
Has Sats been saying to you what he's been saying to me? I'm going to save the Titans.
Yeah.
Because he's been saying that to me for a month. Has he been saying that to you?
Mate, do you remember the Blues Brothers where they had that car with the big
Yes.
sort of megaphone on the top and they were driving down the streets? He's doing that. He's been spotted in Broadbeach. He's been spotted down at Kira.
Well, I saw him in Budgie Smugglers as a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's
there you
right.
go.
He's saving everything. No, look, he's excited. I tell you, he had a massive week last week, Webby, as you know, with the announcement and everything. And we got to the show on Wednesday night, and he couldn't talk. Yeah, halfway through the show, his voice just disappeared.
That's hard to believe.
We haven't seen him
Him not
since, but the Bish has filled in. She's come off the bench to number 14. She's the Owen Paddy of Sports Day. Can get the job done. Beautiful.
Hey, listen, though, I will say I don't think there's a better bloke around to get to do that job.
Oh,
He's
I agree,
such an
yeah.
all-rounder,
Yeah.
and I think I'm excited to be living on the Gold Coast and him being a
Just
part
level-headed.
of it. Yeah,
No, he
absolutely.
won't make any outrageous decisions that people scratch their head about. I think he'll take his time and he'll do the right thing.
As long as he leaks, that's all that matters.
yes.
Like a sieve.
What has been the
Absolute sieve.
what has been the feedback from the locals up in the Gold Coast about the appointment of Josh Hannay?
A lot of excitement, Fletch.
Yep.
In regards to sort of just his, the first Queenslander to coach the side. He's done his time.
Certainly very popular.
Not that matters. I mean, being a Queenslander, but it's certainly like for the Queenslanders up here that support the Titans, they're happy about that. They're happy about the relationship he's got with a few of the players already through Queensland Origin camp. He's done his time.
I just think he's the perfect fit for you.
I think he's great. I mean, look, time will tell, won't it? I mean, no one really knows until you get into the hot seat and the pressure that comes with being a head coach. But I just feel like he's just so ready for this role. And
I think the other
it'll be
thing
good,
is also the fact that, yes, there's all the footy boxes that he ticks, but I feel like up here, the connection with the community, he'll be brilliant. Get the Titans supporters all back and around and belief that there's something special going
I think it's important. What's important, Bish and Fletch and Webby, is the Gold Coast, because it isn't, it's not like Cronulla, or it's not like the eastern suburbs where people grow up there and they stay there and they live there. Like the Gold Coast is very transient and it's growing, and it's an evolving sort of place that if you don't engage with the community, they won't know you're here, because half of them weren't here a year ago or 2 years ago or 4 years ago. So it's important to win games of footy, get in the community and get amongst it. And we had a very big mandate of that when we first started. And we had fans in the crowd that you just knew they were going to be there week in, week out, that loved what we were doing. And that all changed, I guess about, 15 years ago. And it's been an uphill battle ever since. But I think they're making some good decisions now.
Now, Rat, I want to ask you this question about our man Mark Nawaqanitawase. as a rugby union, I suppose the hierarchy, do you feel that they'll want him back now because of being in rugby league and what he's been able to do, especially, the back end of this year? Or do you feel now that it's going to cost him too much because of that reason?
Well, I think it'll cost him a bucket load more than he was on, that's for sure. The thing is, Fletch, and I was talking with Geordie. Geordie's
Who's Geordie?
Geordie's our producer, Provo kid. He's on Cloud 9 at the moment. He works with Bond University. They just won the Premier Rugby comp up here yesterday. Beat Brothers by 2 points. It was absolute.
Congratulations.
Yeah, belter. So he's got a bit of a sore head today, the young fella. But we were talking about, when Wendell Saylor came across, Lottie Takiri came across, and
you came across?
Yeah, I know, no, but I'm talking about like wingers, right?
Right.
Let me finish this. I didn't play on the wing in rugby, so it was a very different proposition for me. But we played against a team, the All Blacks, and we played against, I remember an Auckland Blues team back in those days that had wingers like Joe Rokokoko and Rupeni Thao, and these guys were lightning, and those teams played a brand of rugby that fit the style that they needed for those wingers. Like, they got lots of ball, they were on the front foot, they saw space. You didn't see Lottie and Wendell see too much of that. That wasn't that style of play. Now, what the Roosters are doing, they're exploiting the talents of Mark Nawaqanitawase. They're using his strengths and they're using him well. I never saw Mark like this in rugby union. Did you ever see him do this in rugby union?
Oh, well, my question, was going to be to you. Do you think he might be a better fullback in rugby? Would that suit him better?
Oh, potentially. I mean, there's a bit to it. I mean, they're very different positions. I mean, as much as they're all in the back three, like wing to fullback, it's a very different role. But look, he could do it all. I mean, he's a dominant, big athlete. I mean, there's no issue. You can chuck him out there and he can play footy. But it's just, is the team going to play the style of footy that allows you to get the best out of said player? The Roosters are doing that right now with Mark Nawaqanitawase. They are utilising him perfectly.
Hang on. Whoa. Back that up again. How did you pronounce his surname?
Nawaqanitawase.
Why are you throwing in a T?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think it's a silent T.
Nawaqanitawase.
Mark him up. What's wrong with that? I don't mind.
Okay, we get it right. I'll get it right.
Well, Buzz Rothfield's on the rampage about it.
Oh,
Buzz
because Buzz can't say it himself.
His former teammates, one of his former teammates had him down as, when he was with in rugby, Nawanga, where's my car keys?
Yeah,
that was his name.
There you go.
That was, that's
Well, that's a bit like the Mal Meninga one that nobody will ever say to Mal Meninga's face.
Well, going into a very dangerous area.
Yes. let's move on because
we've set it up on this show today.
It's cutting a little bit close to the bone. Now, what about who slots into 8th position? Could we see a dream history making for the Dolphins, or do you think the Chooks will get in there?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what side that the Bunnies name.
I'm nervous about the Chooks.
I'm hearing,
stop,
mate, the Chooks have been good. I mean, I name whoever you want, Bunnies. The Chooks are going to beat you. There's too much strike power there. They showed on the weekend how good they are. Yeah, I just think the Chooks will get it done. I just think it'll be dead and buried before it gets to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
It's going to be irrelevant if you think on Sunday.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not as convinced that it's going to be a massive scoreline, but I just think the Roosters will. Yeah, there's something brewing.
Well, I mean, I've never been a part of the Book of Feuds.
No.
Fletcher, you've been on both sides.
I've been a part of many feuds, but not this one.
South, for instance, can ruin the season.
Correct.
Is that as good to them as making the finals themselves?
Well,
they've identified this game.
No.
The South blokes identified this game they identified this game a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
to want to try and ruin.
And that's why.
Yeah. So it's not as good as making the 8, but it's the next best thing, isn't it? We ruined the Roosters.
Oh, absolutely, and that's all they got really to play for. And the fact that now it's been rumoured that Cam Murray's going to play.
That's an interesting one.
Latrell back. Cody back.
Jack Whiten back. They had Keon Kalamatangi come back last week.
Yeah.
They're getting a bit of momentum.
Is Latrell going to play?
I don't know.
There's a report this afternoon saying that he's in highly in doubt. But Fletch, you've heard otherwise.
I think he'll play. I really think he'll play.
That's your mail.
Even if he just wants to. I saw him and spoke to him.
Right.
And
where'd you see him?
Taree show.
No, at the casino. No, we weren't gambling. We were doing a
But if
promotional.
you were, you were
Yeah,
gambling
yeah,
responsibly.
cash
Responsibly, of course.
Fletch, when they hold like this is a big rivalry, one of the biggest in the game. You know,
Huge.
What side of the fence do you sit on? You're a Rooster, aren't you?
Yeah, this is a difficult. I was thinking about this today.
I'm the Roosters to make the 8, so I'm cheering the Roosters.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But so I go
Have you
out.
ever got called in to have a chat with? Have you ever been called in to have a chat with the team about what this sort of game means or anything like that?
No.
haven't?
And the thing is, it's only been a recent, like, what happened? The Chooks in the 80s, early 90s were legless.
Yep.
Souths at that time were pretty good.
Going good.
Never made the grand final.
Les Davidson, Mario Fennick, David Boyle days.
Yeah,
Ian
and Tugger
Roberts.
and yeah, and then Chook started going mid-90s. Chook started going up. South Sydney started going down. So it's probably only been since 2000 and I'm going to say 12.
Yeah.
That's where the rivalry has really increased, and it's more with the fans.
Were you Were you at South when Russell Crowe actually brought out the Book of Feuds?
No, I'd gone.
You're at the Roosters then, or you were gone?
Yeah, I
gone.
think it came out after the Luke Keary.
And then he gave them more bomber jackets.
Bomber jackets.
I heard Roy Asatasi was wrapped with it. He couldn't wait to get it on.
Yeah, so it's and then now it's just been fueled by the media.
Right.
But I feel the players have now bought
Embraced
into it.
it.
And when I saw the sin bin, remember the sin bin Sunday?
Yeah.
That's when I feel it really started to kick off.
Yeah. When they moved in that new stadium,
That adds to it.
That just adds to it. The atmosphere there is incredible.
And now they're stealing juniors and who's a junior, and it's such good thing.
And you know who fuels it the most?
Who's that?
Nick Politis.
yeah.
He hates South.
Yeah.
He values a winner. He values a win against South over every other.
Yeah.
And the
Right,
Irish
similar
have
to
been
St
fighting over
George and
stadiums.
St George
and-
Illawarra and Cronulla.
Yeah.
I mean, the Illawarra wasn't a part of it, but St George and Cronulla have a very similar history where there's a lot of hatred there. Two very close neighbours.
Hey guys, off topic just quickly. I did read that, like how teams have alcohol bans and that sort of stuff. Well, the Melbourne Storm, they're having a butter ban.
Butter?
No butter.
Why is that?
This is
That's
what they
flavour.
played on the weekend.
That's
Soft.
flavour. Oh, right.
Oh, gosh,
that's good. Well done.
Sorry,
Well done.
what? I missed that.
A butter
I missed that.
ban.
Is that fair?
Talk about buttered
No.
sausage, where it comes from, what it does.
Buttered sausage. No, well,
No,
I think they'll be
Craig
fine. I think,
Bellamy said they were as soft as butter.
oh, right.
Oh, gee.
God.
Well, they
Is that a
were.
dad joke? Did I
Is
have
it the
to
Raiders? The
explain
Raiders
that?
are off the drink, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
The Raiders are.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a
But
ban.
no, no,
That's
no,
all-
no.
it's
It's a
self-imposed.
self-imposed, 100%.
What do you think about that, Fletch?
There's a lot of teams now. We had Appy on Matty's show last night,
Yep.
and
Bruce.
he was just saying a lot of the boys they don't drink anymore.
Slapping one another
Yeah,
with
well, they
something?
don't.
It has changed dramatically.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember even when I finished, I think but the last couple of years of my career, I don't think I drank at all during the season, maybe once. It's too hard.
Oh, I go home every night
but
saying I'm not going to drink, but I do.
There is no better feeling in the world after you've gone out and played 80 minutes with your mates
Yeah.
and got the win, and you come back in and you're sore and you sit down and you have an ice cold
Nice
beer.
cold can of
Oh,
beer.
it is
Is
just
there no better
it's
feeling?
heaven.
But do you
no
know
better
what?
feeling.
I don't know.
Say, correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
mean, it's a great feeling.
Fletch,
Oh, it's a good
I
feeling.
think this is more about possibly not going out, getting yourself into trouble or putting yourself in difficult situations in where you're at, more than what the alcohol's going to do to your body in the lead
Oh
up
yeah,
to
no,
a game.
that's and I talked about this the other day. I often when I'm trying to achieve something, I'll give up something that I really love, not because I need to give it up, but
Right.
just because it makes me think about what I'm chasing when I think about that,
Fair
So I
enough.
gave up
Yep.
coffee a while back for 6 months or something, and it wasn't about the coffee. It was about every time I was going to have a coffee, I thought about what I was trying to do.
Yeah,
and I think
well,
that's
fair
what
enough,
I
if
think
that
that's what it's
works.
about with the boys, right? Yeah.
There
That's
you
a
go.
mindset. Well, guys, have a good show. We're going to have to go because you need to prepare. And is that it for Sats? When does Sats finish up?
After grand final. So
Okay.
yeah, he's got 6 weeks to go, and then he'll be out the door.
All right. Well,
Good.
you two are a good team.
Yeah.
Good team.
We work well together.
Who's the boss there? Just out of interest, who's calling the shots?
I'll host the show tonight, similar to what you're doing, I guess, Fletch. In a very
I'm not really
average-
hosting.
I'm just
not
sitting
very- I'm not
quietly.
Yeah, no, Bish is a great. She's a great person to have on board with me. She
Good
makes my
14,
life very
off the
easy.
bench. Thanks
All right,
for chatting,
well-
guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Take it easy.
Been a
Enjoy your
pleasure.
show.
See ya.
You're still here? We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.